Hey, Brian's Trivia. We are looking at a 5 minutes chat on the word brother's keeper. It's taken from Genesis 4:9, and I've corrected this earlier on. I put Matthew reference Matthew 8:44. It should be John 8:44. So those of you who have got the wrong clip, please cancel that out and replace it with this. Thank you. All right, let me go through it. In Genesis 4:9, it indicates that then Adonai said to Cain, "Where's Abel, your brother?" And he said, "I do not know. Am I my brother's keeper?" So this is a good start point. Are we our brother's keeper? Is our question that we are trying to get to understand today. In the Greek, it says, "And said Elohim to Cain, where is Abel, your brother?" And he said, "I do not know, not the keeper of my brother I am." Now, John 8:44 captures it from the very beginning. And when he said he was a murderer from the beginning. Now, who is this he? You are from your father, the Satan, and you desire to carry the craving out of your father. He is a murderer from the beginning and does not stand in the truth because he does not have truth in him. Whenever he speaks a deception, he speaks from his heart because he's a deceiver and the father of deception. This is exactly what happened in the Garden of Eden in the first account with the man and the woman. And later on, we see with Cain and Abel, the twins, the same thing happened. Now, in this twins account, we will see this working out this way. What happened in the twins account is the younger brother gave an offering that is accepted by God. The older brother was very angry because he didn't give that righteous type of offering. And so he went to have a discussion with his younger brother who had the favor of God. And it's seemingly having to overtake the elder brother. So the anger that came out of it did not subside. And because the hatred and the anger was so great that Cain killed Abel. And so laying down our lives, as 1 John 3:15 and 16 says, is what we need to do for each other, especially those who are believers. Everyone hating his brother is a murderer. And you know that every murderer has no eternal life abiding in him. We know love by this, that he laid down his life for us, and also we ought to lay down our lives for our brothers. And that's what it stated. Now, let's consider an issue that has happened. So what's the process to deal with sin if there's an issue that already has taken place? So Matthew 8:15 to 17 explains this whole process. Firstly, if your brother sins against you, go and rebuke him. This is in good mannerism, in a healthy way, between yourself and him. And if he listens to you, you have acquired your brother for yourself. That means you have reconciled the situation. So it's always good to come in a way that allows people to admit their mistake, confess their sins, and be reconciled. But if it doesn't happen one-on-one and quietly without audience, then the second method in the next verse is considered. But if he does not listen, take with you one or two more, so that by the mouth of two or three witnesses, every word shall be confirmed. Now, in the company of witnesses, it is good because then anything that arguments that are happening can easily be curtailed or subdued or subsided because there is a company of witnesses that will see who is right and who is wrong and how the argument is being played out. But if it still persists and the person is still not wanting to give in, then the next verse says in 17, but if he does not listen to them, take it to the assembly. This is the larger body with more people. And if he does not listen even to the assembly, this is where the leadership probably sits. And this is where they can give the advice of the senior individuals with a lot more wisdom. And if he does not listen even to the assembly, let him be to you as a Gentile and as a tax collector. That's why I said earlier, we are dealing with believers. But if he doesn't want to be reconciled to us, then let him be an unbeliever, somebody that is shunned. Now, there is another love that has been so great in this brotherly form. A brotherly love no greater is expressed between Jonathan and David. Jonathan was to be king because his father, King Saul, was the reigning king. So the place is automatically Jonathan's. But his love for David was so great that he made a covenant with David because he knew somewhere in his spirit that his father was chosen by the people and David was chosen by God. So in concluding, when David was speaking about his brother Jonathan, he said, I am distressed for you, my brother Jonathan. You have been very pleasant to me. Your love to me was more wonderful than the love of women. So it is so amazing how close they can get without any other kind of sexual connotation in all of that, which the world seems to imply. But then Jesus himself gives us a new commandment as we end this session today. I'm giving you a new commandment that you love one another as I have loved you, so you must love one another. With this, all of them should know that you are my disciples if love dwells amongst you. So that is how we are to do in our current life, to love one another, and that will reflect on us being a disciple of Jesus Christ. I hope this helped you to figure out whether you are a brother's keeper. Thank you.